Our world is a swirl of information. We are constantly processing bits and bytes. So being a student on a career path that requires you to retain complex and precise information can be overwhelming. The brain has amazing capacity, though, but it can also feel like you've reached your capacity and are on overload. All processing systems need a reboot. This quick guided practice will train you to do just that. So let's begin. First, intentionally show up for this practice with your body and your brain. Do this practice without distractions if you can, and commit to these few minutes fully. Your body reads intention by the stance that it takes. So we'll begin by sitting comfortably, if you're upright, with your feet flat on the ground or cross-legged. Begin to feel your feet from the inside and allow them to become very, very still. Shift your attention now to looking at your hands, resting on your lap, and feel your hands from the inside becoming very, very still. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils while raising the shoulders up to the ears. Then let the breath go slowly through the mouth while you lower the shoulders down. So we're doing a long, slow breath in through the nostrils and bringing the shoulders up at the same time with this inhalation, and a long, slow exhalation as you release the shoulders down to their resting place. So we're coming all the way down to the bottom of the breath and also down to the bottom of where the shoulders are placed. Good. Now remember the stillness in the hands. Come back to the hands and feel that stillness. And now allowing the eyes to close gently, resting the eyes like we rested the feet and the hands from the inside. And see if you can bring all of your attention now to the tongue and let it rest completely like a sleeping dog on a rug. Complete stillness now in the feet, the hands, and the tongue. We'll begin the clean slate method of mind clearing by tuning into simply hearing the sounds around you. Simply notice 3 sounds, even if one of them is the sound of silence. And let the sounds just move through the ears and the mind as though they're moving through empty space. Now simply resting in a silence inside of yourself. Begin to bring attention to any thoughts or sentences that you notice moving through the mind. See if you can imagine that each thought or sentence is like the last thread on a spool, and it's running off into silence. So each sentence thought is like a thread that's running off a spool of thread. We're simply watching as thoughts arise in the mind and start to spin you back on the spool of thinking. As soon as you notice a thought arising, imagine that it's then running off the spool. Even if the thought is something that you feel you need to know or capture, see if you can let it go. See if you can just release it, knowing that it will be there when you need it, trusting that. I will be silent now for a couple of moments as you notice a thought arise and let it move through, running off the spool, or like a leaf on a stream passing slowly by, if that works better for you as an image, or a cloud in the sky passing slowly through the big, deep sky. Noticing thoughts arising in the mind, and simply letting them go. And now bring your attention to the muscle that makes a frown between the eyebrows. As you breathe in through the nostrils, long and slow, imagine that you are relaxing that muscle between the eyebrows. This is a place we hold a lot of tension when we're thinking. And internally, say the word calm as you inhale, and say the word release as you exhale. We're saying the word calm in our minds on the inhalation and saying the word release on the exhalation. So we're breathing in with the word calm and releasing on the exhale. Imagining the space between the eyebrows opening to a space as wide as the sky. Breathing in calm, breathing out release. Breathing into the space between the eyebrows, which is as wide and deep as the sky. And now, simply watch if thoughts arise and let them pass like clouds, following the inflow of breath and the outflow, watching as thoughts arise and letting them pass through like clouds in the deep, wide blue sky. Nothing to do but flow with the breath now. Inflow, outflow. As you ride the breath in and out, staying with this spacious, open feeling of a mind wide and vast and bright. Allow thoughts to move through the mind without getting caught on their thread. If you feel dreamy or sleepy, follow the breath again gently in and out. This is a solid anchor for your attention. And now that we've done some clearing practice, we'll prepare for renewed focus. Using the breath like a metronome, we'll count each exhalation starting with 1 and ending with 10, to then start at 1 again. So now we're sharpening our minds again around a single pointed focus and preparing for new information. So let's spend a few breath cycles now, breathing in, and each time we exhale, we'll count a number 1 up to 10, and then start at 1 again. You'll know that you're unfocused if you reach the number 20, for example, or if you stop at 2. So we're counting 1 to 10 and then beginning at 1 again, focusing and sharpening our focus with the counting of our exhalations. And we'll spend a few breath cycles doing this. Counting our exhalations, sharpening our focus by anchoring our mind on each exhalation. And now we'll begin to bring the hands back online, opening and closing the fingers slowly, and bringing some awareness to the feet, beginning to move the feet by either lifting your heels and then tapping your toes gently. Or if you're sitting cross-legged, you might give your feet a little bit of a massage. Just bringing some energy back into the hands and the feet. And also now beginning to gently tap the back of your head with your fingertips, moving up along the skull to the top of the head, and gently tapping down the temples and the forehead lightly. Open your mouth now, all the way, and close it slowly a few times. Notice if your jaw feels tight or relaxed, and just let it feel a bit more relaxed now. Lifting the shoulders up to the ears again with a long, slow inhalation, and letting go, releasing the shoulders down with an open-mouthed, audible exhale. And slowly opening the eyes and feeling the renewed energy of this rebooting session. And now you're ready for a relaxed, open, and effective study session.